Hello and welcome to the Knit and Purl podcast, episode 155, which is titled Craft Fails, Stalls, and Low Mojo. Welcome. In social media, you can find me as One Fine Cowl, all spelled out, on Ravelry and Twitter. I am One Fine Design, the number one, on Facebook and Etsy, and I am Doris M. Smith, all lowercase and smooshed together on Instagram. This group has this podcast has a Ravelry group, which is the Knit and Purl podcast group. You can find the links to that in the down bar below, as well as the show notes, which are at knitandpurl-doris.blogspot.com. Links in the down bar below. Did I say my name was Doris? Maybe. I don't know. I'm Doris. Thank you for tuning in. My show notes there. For some reason, I just figured out today how to increase the print so that I can see it better. So I do a Ravelry group birthday shout outs, and the birthdays that I'm shouting out is from, I think since last podcast, the 13th or the 14th through the end of the month. We have three birthdays. The first birthday is Dancing Geek, who is James. I'm not sure if he's still watching, but if he is or isn't, regardless. His birthday was on July 16th, so happy birthday. We have Web Family, who is Katrina. Her birthday was on the 20th. Happy birthday. And finally, we have Granny Karen, who is Karen. Her birthday was on the 21st. So happy birthday, you all. I hope that you had a wonderful birthday, that you got to do all the things you wanted to do, that you got good fibery gifts, got to spend time with friends and family, and that you had a version of birthday cake, your version of a birthday cake. Happy birthday. So that brings us to the summer along, which is going through June, July, and August. It is a scrappy PC along. Any project that you have been working on that is scrappy or PC that you can work on it this summer, focus on it. Anything that you are piecing and scrappy projects. So the rules are, I'm sure that was crystal clear. Sorry. The rules are you must be a member of the group to qualify for prizes. WIPs are welcome. Any scrappy PC project that is a WIP or a new project started we're in July now. June 1st through the August the 31st. Prizes each month. So from July 1st or after, you need to claim your spot in the July thread and proclaim what project you're working on. And at the end of the month, you need to also put a picture in that first proclamation page of your progress. Chatters welcome and encouraged. Winner by random number generator. That's all. So come, if you have a scrappy or PC project that you've been working on, if you haven't worked on for a while, this is your opportunity to get some work done on it and an opportunity to win prizes. So come along for the ride. Up next is Story of the Week and Stash Enhancement. I have a few things I stashed and I will discuss it in the WIP section if you don't mind. Also, the last 2 weeks have been full of, mostly on my crafting. We have fails, we have stalls, and low mojo. So there's not a lot of progress on things. Also, on last Saturday, I attended a breakfast at Tiffany's bridal shower for one of Ted's great nieces. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw pictures of a pretty dress that I wore, black dress, and the story about the black dress, I'm saying this to lead up to something else I'm excited to share. that black dress I wore 12 years ago to Stephen Lauren, who is Ted's middle son's wedding 12 years ago. I put it on last Saturday. It fit, but it was a lot looser than it was when I wore it 12 years ago. Saying all that to share a milestone that I experienced today. I've actually lost 40 pounds today. Starting today. No. How can I explain this? I am down 40 pounds since March of this year. It's very exciting and rewarding, and I want to share a little bit of that. I hope that you will indulge me. I'm thinking in March of this year, I started the ketogenic diet. When I say ketogenic diet, I'm saying I don't do a strict ketogenic diet. I do a dirty ketogenic diet, which is sustainable for me. And I drink a supplemental ketones to help me stay on track. And I'm very excited. I don't plan on being a skinny person. I plan on hoping my goal is to lose another 30 pounds. So, anyway, I just wanted to share my milestone. I'm down 40 pounds since March of this year. Yay! And the ketogenic diet is not for everybody, but for me, it's sustainable. It's something that I enjoy the food. And it's just so easy for me. So anyway, if you're interested and want to know more, go online, look up ketogenic, look up ketones. It works for me. It's beneficial for me. So anyway, I wanted to share that. I'm sorry. I hope that, anyway, I just wanted to share it. So let's just go in to the health pearls, which a lot of you will enjoy. The health benefits of coffee. I'm going on my phone to Facebook to bring it up. Sorry. Here it is. It's from spreadthesilence.com, and it says scientists explain the health benefits of drinking coffee on a daily basis. I'm going to try to show you on my phone what the page looks like. And I'm going to read you the opening and the bullet points. So, it is a well-known fact that coffee keeps a lot of us sane, but it also contains many different health benefits that we ask ourselves, why don't we want to drink it if you aren't already drinking coffee? It is a fact that it tastes better if you add a few teaspoons of sugar and cream, but unfortunately these benefits come from pure coffee, straight black. First, we should mention that if you consume coffee, please make sure that it's organic, fair trade, if possible. Before we tell you the benefits of drinking coffee every morning after you wake up, another thing that you should keep in mind is that by adding artificial flavors, as this will lessen the health benefits that you get from consuming coffee. So it is in your best interest that you go for a pure black coffee. Now, you ask yourself, why the coffee is good for your health. Get ready, because after you read this article, you will feel even better about your coffee addiction. So, this is what happens if you drink coffee on a daily basis. And like I said, I'm just going to read the bullet points. So, coffee increases brain health. Coffee increases metabolism, reduces the risk of skin cancer. Coffee makes you feel good. Yes. Coffee helps you to reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes. Coffee also helps you lower the risk of developing liver cancer. So if you're interested in finding out why, I recommend clicking on the link and going over and reading it for yourself. But this is a knitting and crafting podcast, so let's just move on into that. So folks, I have a few finished objects. The first one, which is not on my list, is just a grandma's favorite dishcloth. I used, leaning forward. I used these straight needles. They are Takumi 10.5 straight needles by Clover. I love them. The yarn I use is a cotton cake. And I bought another one because I loved it so much. The cotton Karen cake is, I'm sorry, they recommend USH 5mm. I wanted a looser gauge. I'm trying to find it's 211 yards, and it is 60% cotton and 40% acrylic Karen cake, and this is the Gerber Daisy colorway. I love this yarn. So anyway, grandma's favorite dishcloth. This is going to be a bath cloth, washcloth for me in the bath, shower. And I also finished a Fly By the Seat of Your Pants hand towel out of this yarn. And what I just did, I started with 6 rows of garter, and I did 6 rows of seat stitch all the way down. I knitted some hand towels a couple years ago, and they were real dense, and I don't feel like they were absorbent enough. I love the feel of this, and I will let you know about the absorbency of this as a hand towel. Like I said, the ones I knit before, they were dense, and I don't feel like there is an absorbent, so I'll let you know if this is absorbent enough. I use the same needles on this one. So that is finished objects. So works in progress. Oops, I lost my notes. Works in progress. The Pinwheel Shawl, which is a free pattern on Ravelry by Yarn Inspirations Design Studio. The yarn I'm using is Knit Picks Brava Sport in the Cotton Candy and Rouge colorway. I'm using AUSF. To my Knit Spin Farms bag by Joanne Springs. Love this bag. And I did not get a whole lot done on this. I started and almost completed one block in the color Rouge. I have to put the border row around, and this one will be finished. This is number 5 block. I started it after the last podcast. And that is that. In case you're new and you haven't seen this before, I will show you the opposite color block. This is the cotton candy colorway, and it is all rimmed with the Rouge so that it is easily seamed together. That is that. It's going to be a wrap. It's a wrap shawl. It's a rectangular shawl. So I didn't get a lot accomplished on that one. Again, low mojo. So that is that project. I also have another project that you saw last week, which is the Canetta Kerchief Tank, which is a free pattern on Ravelry by Jennifer Olsey. The yarn I'm using is the Lion Brand Ice Cream Big Scoop in the color Moon Mist. Hook I'm using is a Knit Picks J, and I started this project on June the 30th. This is the last block that I just finished this morning of 4 blocks, and the reason I just finished it this morning is because I was on the last row and I ran out of yarn. From here to here was all the yarn I needed. From here to here, I ran out of yarn. This was a stall because I didn't really want to go out and buy another skein of yarn, and I contemplated using something in my stash. And the more I thought about it, the more I thought, no, this is a really pretty, it's going to be a kerchief type tank, and I wanted it to be matching. So the other stash was another big ball of this, which is Lion Brand Ice Cream Big Scoop in the color Moon Mist. I contemplated, like I said, using something in my stash, but I love this yarn. I love how it works up, and I'm sure that I will make something else beautiful out of this. So what I have left to do on this is weave in the ends, block it, and then, where is the pad picture? Anyway, you can click on the link to see it. It's just a really pretty tank, and I wanted it to be cohesive and something that I'd be proud to wear. So next step is, like I said, to block these, to seam them, to do the last crocheting, and it will be finished. Yay! But that was a stall. So the final work in progress is my novelty, which is a paid for pattern that is only available as a kit from Craftsy by Laura Nelkin. The yarn I'm using is Cloudborn Pima Cotton in the DK, and the color is fuchsia. Needles I'm using is US 4s 3.50 millimeters, my Knit Pro Zings, using 32-inch circular, and I started it on the 24th of June. And again, this I got a goodly amount finished on this one. Let me show you a picture of the novelty. I was enabled by this pattern and kit by the Grocery Girls. So that is the pattern, the novelty. And this is how much I got finished this week. Remember, these are long rows. I completed the 20 repeats of the sleeve and shoulder lace, and I'm getting ready to split for the neckline. It's hard to show because the ends are rolling up, but a little progress. And I'm sure once I get finished with this tank, there will be more, and I'm going to try to focus on this and my shawl. There you go. There it is. That is all of my works in progress. Spinning, I haven't done anything. Again, low mojo. Sorry, I'm leaning down to put this back where it belongs. And I just got this housed in a tote. A leopard print tote. So on to, I've got a little Pinterest thing. It's just for fun. I'm going to pull it up on my phone. I'm pretty sure this is the one. Just for fun, found on Pinterest. My crafting time is sometimes for your safety. Remember that. Fun, cute. Lastly, in the down bar below and in the bottom of the show notes, there is a link to my Etsy store. There's not a lot in it, but please go over, have a look, like a few things. And if you find something that you can't live without, I'll happily sell it to you and ship it to you lightning fast. Anyway, also, this is another finished object. I'm going to bring it up closer. It is a bracelet. Come on. There we go. I found it at Michael's 2 weeks ago when I had a went shopping. It was stranded, and I added this bead to lengthen it, and the finding is so pretty. It's like one of my favorite colors, and it's an evil eye, which I like the concept of. There you go. Anyway, that is all. Thank you for stopping by and spending this time with me. Thank you. Just thank you. Thank you. And please remember to join the Ravelry group and join in on the fun. Hit that subscribe button if you found anything of inspiration and not education. I'm not here for education. Inspiration and entertainment. There you go. Please hit the subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in 2 weeks for the next episode of the Knit and Pearl podcast. Bye, you guys.